What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. I usually try to post a video after every Hot Wheels Club meeting that I have, and picked up some new stuff. New stuff, some old stuff, older stuff, and I've gotten into a bit of customizing. I wanted to show you in a roundabout way, and the reason is, at our last Hot Wheels Club meeting, we had a race called the Running of the Crates. Everyone got one of these. That's why they have numbers on them. Harry and I each got one. And we raced them. And you know, these aren't terribly fast because they've got this motion, this rocking motion, a special piece on the wheel that causes the engine to rock back and forth. So they're not terribly fast. It was kind of funny. It was kind of humorous to watch them. And you know, I already had a few of those open. And so now we got a bunch of them. So what to do with them? Well, the first thing I did was I cut off on the blue one here, just for fun. I cut off those little tabs that make the engine rock back and forth. So not surprisingly, when I raced this one on the track against one of the other ones, it was the winner. But that's kind of a cool science experiment, perhaps, to show some younger kids in the future. And then I just got out a marker and I just ended my drill and I just started having fun. Attached some jingle bells to this one. Kind of made it silver and gold a little bit. And so I did, you kind of have to press down on it like this to get it to go. I don't know why. The bells, it's not like the bells are super heavy, but when I ran it down my track outside, yeah, it jingled all the way down. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to cover up that four somehow, maybe get some stickers and some things. I don't know. I thought maybe one of these little presents would fit in the back, but not quite. And also been playing around with, here, I'll show you some of the things that I've kind of been drilled out, just messing around, but I've been messing around with some Minecraft carts. These are kind of fun to take apart. And this piece, I'll show you everything. I drilled one apart, and then the other one I just put a screwdriver in there and pried apart and broke it, which probably isn't as good. An idea. Bottom piece is actually pretty heavy. Then this piece fits in there, and then this rubber piece, which the first one I actually just pulled it apart. Got all these little bits of it. That wasn't a smart thing to do. If you take it apart, you can keep it intact, and then it kind of goes like that. But what I found is, let's take the rubber piece out. Actually, let's take that rubber piece out, put this back, put this back. Now this I can turn upside down, and that will fit in there, and then this one can fit right on top. Of course, if you wanted to, this doesn't fit upside down on there, but you can take this out if you wanted to, and just actually have two, one on top of the other one. Go ahead and super glue them together, or fix them however you so choose. But there's a lot of possibilities with these. It's just such a basic, you know, rolling cube, basically, that you can kind of experiment with filling it with heavy things and seeing how it does down the track. But real quick, picked up a couple of these, the Matchbox 66 Dodge A100 pickup. Seems to be very popular. This one's the regular one that you get on the pegs for $1. Plastic tires. And then this is the Best of Matchbox with the rubber tires. And other than that, they're identical as far as the composition of you know, plastic bed there and base and metal body. So if you ever wanted to have a race to figure out whether rubber tires are as good as plastic tires, there you go. That's about as good as you can get. But let's take a look at some of the things I picked up. Thought it was pretty cool to get a Diora and a tuned Diora, especially since the tuned cars are back in the lineup. There's a tuned mini collection. This was one I was actually raced this one on Saturday. That was our main race. Was muscle cars. This one, of course, was defective, unfortunately, so it didn't really roll very well. So I'll be drilling that apart. Actually, I already started and I didn't quite finish. I kind of failed. Still working on that one. but that's just kind of practicing. But it's kind of cool to see some older Diors and the tuned one. And of course, I've got a couple of the Dior 2s, this Easter one, and they just came out with the Halloween one without the rubber band, which I thought was pretty cool. And then keeping in that same vein, I might as well go out of order here. Thought it was pretty cool to find this Hot Wheels Main Street 11, the Annapolis Fire and Rescue, because I've already found randomly the Delran Fire Department, which from the Hot Wheels Main Street. So these are real actual towns, and Delran is actually the next town over for me. So I had no idea what this series, and I didn't know anything about this series when I just randomly found this one a few years ago. And I thought that was pretty cool. It was pretty old when I found it. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, and here's take one of the video. I opened this. As you can see, this was teed off, and the card was pretty horribly yellow, so just decided to go ahead and free that one. So likewise, I had a, teed off 2. I've got a couple of these. Couldn't find one open. I know I have one, but there you see the difference. It's kind of cool to get the original teed off. So I kind of have a cool golf-themed game we can do with these. I'm going to try maybe in the spring, or maybe even inside at my other location. And I was really excited to find these. These are the Monster series from 3 out of 4 of the Monster series from 2000, that far ago? Maybe 2001. But that long ago. Yeah, the cool thing is I was aware of these. I was thinking about maybe picking them up for my Halloween video I wanted to do, which I didn't get done. But as I said, now I can just add more cars to that, to sort of my scary collection. And I have some specific things I want to do with these, maybe for next Halloween, or even earlier than that. But these are pretty cool. 59 Impala. It's got a mummy theme. I love that arm there. And then the tail dragger. It says zombie attack on the top. It's pretty cool. And then this one, it says creature screecher on the top. Is the Cadillac 1959. It's got what appears to be like a Frankenstein's monster. I wish the whole thing was like a Frankenstein's monster theme. It's got that eyeball, which is cool in its own right, the eyeball and the bones there. But those are very cool. And I'm not sure what the 4th one is. I can't remember off the top of my head. I did look it up, but I'm going to be on the lookout for that one. And speaking of Halloween and scary cars, I picked up a loose one of these a while ago, from the Terrorific series, the Sweet 16 2. So it's kind of cool to get one of these carded. And it says Dr. Vamp, Medic of Transfusions on there. I can't actually see it now, but I know from looking at the loose one that's what it says. So I'll be on the lookout for the rest of the Terrorific series. And then got some other old favorites that I didn't have. The What a Drag, pretty cool. 1998 first editions. Laser Might. Seeing this, people have actually raced this at the Hot Wheels Club just for fun. It's kind of funny. Didn't have one. Highway Hauler, of course, and here's another one. I've got a lot of Highway Hauler 2s. I've got a couple Highway Haulers, like the ShopRite one here, but I'm not. Do they still do Highway Hauler? I don't know, or just Highway Hauler 2, but I don't know. But this one's pretty cool. Astro Delivery. When you gotta have it yesterday, we specialize in time travel. So that's pretty cool. Another semi-fast. This one I'll keep carded. I have one that I've already opened. And, oh, I knew there was one more thing. I'm going to bust this one open. Was not aware of this. This isn't from too long ago either. This is from, I believe also from 2011. Hot Wheels Performance Jaded. And it's got a license plate on the bottom, which is pretty cool. It says see ya. So I guess the whole Performance series, each one of them had a license plate. Not really sure. But we're gonna bust this one open. Gotta display that license plate somewhere. And after I post this, I have a quick video. Me and the boys went outside and had a little race today. Couldn't really film the whole thing. I just filmed the final part of it. My son was home studying. He's home for Thanksgiving break. He's working on a paper, so just to give him a breath of fresh air, we went outside and had a little fun with Harry. So for those of you who haven't seen my older son yet in any videos, you can check that out. It's kind of funny. It's kind of the last hurrah for my outside track as I'm taking it apart. But anyway, this is pretty cool. Jaded. I think I only have one of these in a 5-pack. So, yeah, it's like plastic. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was metal or not. But that's actually cool. I could put some tape on it and just stick it onto my my board with all my stickers and my signed Mike Zarnak items and everything. So that's about it, guys. Just kind of checking in, and I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Do have some Christmas themed videos in mind, which I'll be working on. And thanks a lot. See ya.